What's going on, YouTubers? Welcome to another video. Today we're going to check out two different statues, give you guys a quick update on stuff. So I finally finished Dexter, all 8 seasons. Freaking love that show, although the ending really does suck on season 8. And I started Peacemaker, the TV show on HBO. So obviously I saw the Suicide Squad, so I know John Cena as Peacemaker from that movie. But I did want to watch the show as well before I talked about this statue, because we saw pics, I think a few days ago. But it's now up for pre-order at $1,399. And I am on the 5th episode now of the TV show. I binged a lot of it today. So I got a much better idea of this character and what I think of this statue. So this is in collaboration with Blitzway. It does include a bonus part if you order through Prime 1, a little starfish from Suicide Squad. Because this is based off the Suicide Squad, not the TV show. So he comes with a few switch outs. One, he has either what looks like a hatchet or like a sword knife, and then a gun or a pointing finger. Now, I don't care for pointing poses, to be honest. Never been a huge fan of them. It's okay in a few statues, but for the most part, I don't like pointing. So I would definitely display the gun, and then either the ratchet or the sword. I'd have to rewatch the Suicide Squad to see which one he used more and which one I liked more. I do think the portrait is absolutely spot on to John Cena. Granted, I don't think his face is hard to sculpt. You know, he seems like an easy person to sculpt with that big, strong jaw, that nose. It doesn't seem like it's difficult. But the detail does look amazing. I love the shininess in the helmet. He is 78.8 centimeters tall, 45 width, 34.6 deep. So not super hard, like, to display, just tall. I do think the likeness is absolutely spot on. Definitely good detail all around. The costume looks great. The textured detail. The skin looks really good. You can see the veins in his arms. So definitely absolutely fantastic looking statue. It looks great paired with Harley. She unfortunately did not have as good a likeness. I think it's decent, but it's just not quite there. Now, for me, this is a pass purely because if I got him, I would need to get Harley, and if I got those two, I'd need to get the whole line. So, and I'm not looking to get the whole line. I already got the original Suicide Squad, and I'm not looking to get, like, adding him to my current Suicide Squad line would not work, because A, they're different movies, B, this is kind of a different scale. It's a little bit smaller 1/3, or more accurate per se, and my original is more overscaled. So, for me, it's a pass, although I do think it looks really good, and I definitely like it. I did enjoy the movie quite a bit. I still think I probably like the original more, to be honest, though. I love the original. Even though a lot of people hate it, I freaking love it. So this is $1,400 plus shipping. I haven't looked at shipping costs, but I'm assuming this is just one box, so it's probably less than $150. So, but I mean, overall, it is quite expensive, but you are getting that Blitzway quality, so it's, I mean, it's cheaper than the Joker. We don't have an edition size. It is definitely a really nice statue, no doubt. I do like it overall, but it is a pass for me, as I'm not looking to get into a new Suicide Squad line. The other Blitzway product we have is Hellboy. Now, this is priced at $1,100. This is on specfictionshop.com. Estimated to ship Q4, TBD on edition size. Comes with a lot of switch outs. This has a lot of parts similar to like the Joker. You get a few portraits. I do not like that grin at all. That looks horrible in my opinion. I would never display that head. They actually give you bullets to insert into his Samaritan gun, which is really cool. This is made of real metal, so I know Blitzway does a really good job. This is a big statue, and I actually like this more than the John Cena one with this portrait. I wish they would have given you 2 of those portraits, because you're forced to display him smoking a cigar, which I would prefer an option not to do that, or they should have fixed that grin, because that grin is just god-awful. The pose is decent. I like the fact you can see all the detail on the body. I like the vibrancy of the red and the overall detail. The base looks pretty cool. I like the nameplate. Yeah, I definitely displayed that head, but I wish they give a head without the cigar, but that's not a huge deal. Overall, you know, when I compare this to my Sideshow one, which we got right over there, I definitely like this one overall more. I think it's the red on the gauntlet, the body looks overall better. I feel like the mixed media is a little bit better. The detail in the portrait's better. I like the base more. It's bigger. I feel like Hellboy should be a big guy, and that Sideshow's, you know, just an average 1/4, where this one is quite big. It's a big statue. It's like 28 inches tall or something. So this one I do like quite a bit. So definitely an awesome piece. Will I buy it? As of now, I'm not pre-ordering. I am still selling that one. I'm actually going to be selling it local for $850, which is crazy. $850, and that's with a life-size right-handed Doom. And this one is just a statue for $1,100 plus probably another $100 plus in shipping if you do economy. So, I mean, you're looking at $1,200 for just a 1/4 scale. So, for me, that's just very expensive for a 1/4, so I'll be passing. I only want to spend that much on, like, Prime 1 video game statues and the occasional, I mean, heck, Iron Studios 1/4s are also this much. Ugh. Prices are just getting out of control. I mean, where have we come from? Where a 1/4, when I first started collecting, was $350 to now $1,200 when you incorporate tax. Just absolutely wild. So, yeah. But I do like this a lot. I think this should be $800 though, not $1,100. So it's definitely overpriced. Alrighty, folks. So that is it for the previews. Nothing really else that intrigued me too much to look at, but I did want to give a quick update on the wolf bust. Now, for now, I've gone ahead and just glued back the teeth. I just used hot glue so I can break it off if I need to. You know, hot glue you can easily remove, you know, when if UPS comes and checks it out or whatnot. I have found additional issues with the bust. Every time I look at it, I do seem to find more issues, to be honest, which is really disappointing. For example, not sure if you guys can truly see it, but this tooth right there, there's a big gap. As well as this one, there is a gap, you know, right there where the tooth is attached. And this one you can also see a lot of glue. It's also missing a tooth right there. There is supposed to be a tooth there, just like that one. So for some reason they didn't put a tooth there. Also, this dread has a lot of green overspray. Which definitely shouldn't be there. I also found on the neck thing, it has a giant break on that as well on the back part. So, but I was able to attach the neck thing and the necklace. The necklace is definitely wrong. It's supposed to be, well, the two small ones are the exact same. They're not supposed to be the same. And it's in the wrong order. It's supposed to be like this. There's supposed to be a fatter one and then like that. But mine, the two are exactly the same. That middle one isn't long enough, and it's in wrong order, and there's supposed to be technically beads with it. So, yeah, I feel like this bust, it's like, when I look at it right here, I love it. I think it looks amazing. I think the sculpt is freaking perfect. It's probably the best Predator sculpt for me. I freaking love the sculpt. Scott Marshall sculpt, absolutely top-notch. But this is technically not even movie accurate. Movie accurate, Wolf does have a longer, prolonged like head, and his jaw's a little bit different. I'd say Sideshow Legendary scale, which you can definitely see is a different sculpt, is more movie accurate. But I like this sculpt more. This is how Wolf should look. That's like a perfect look. I think the general paint job is very good. I love the green on the acid side. I love the mouth color and detail. I don't like the teeth color. I think the white, I don't dig that. The forehead general painting, not sure if that's like, it looks good. The overall paint job is good outside the teeth, and the eyes I think are bad. I also think the skull necklace, the actual skulls could be better painted. They're not horrible, but they could be better. But the overall paint job, you know, like from this distance, does look really good. It is better than like the Prime 1 paint job, better than Sideshow's Wolf. The problem is when you get closer and you start to see the glue, the damages, you know, like this tooth, even glued back, you can see the damage right there. You can see green on this teeth, and obviously the gaps and a few scuff marks there. The glue on these dreads, or on the quills. This is missing quills. There should be quills all the way to the top, just like this. There's quills on each side to the very top. That one is missing definitely a lot of quills. There should be way more quills on the forehead. There's only 4 about halfway up, And even that one, I would say, lacks sufficient quills. There definitely needs to be more quills on it. And I can see holes where you would place quills. For some reason, my artist decided not to place them, but they should be there. So overall, I am trying to return this. It has been a little bit troublesome right now. So I'm not sure what's going to happen, but I am trying to return it because overall, I do think I would rather just have the Cool Props bust. Even though the Cool Props paint job is not as good, the sculpt is more movie accurate. Even if I like this sculpt more, it's more movie accurate and it matches the wolf bust better. I think the teeth, the eyes, the quills, the dreads, and the necklace are all far better on Cool Props. And the fact it has an actual body with a base is also a huge deal for me. So, you know, based off all those, the only negative part of the Cool Props is his head is angled down, where this one I can angle however I want. So I have it angled slightly up right now. Cool Props would be angled down low, so I don't know how good it would look down low. So I think if I'm able to return this, get my money back, and then I buy Cool Props, it'd actually be in my best interest to display it right there. And honestly, I'm thinking about just selling the XM Predator. Here's kind of what I've been thinking is we move those two down there, remove that poster, move that poster there, and wolf 1/3 there, wolf bust right there, sort of like in the middle, with the wolf mask hanging above. And then underneath right here, you know, I have life size there, life size there. Doesn't mean I need to do life size there. Now, obviously I could put XM Predator there, but I think I just want to get rid of that for a few reasons. One, it's a little bit underscaled. Two, it's not movie accurate. Three, I'd rather get my third favorite Predator, which is the Berserker Predator. I'd rather get Infinity Studios Berserker Predator 1/4 scale, which is set to ship this month apparently. So I'd rather just get that. If I could get that as like a center right there, and then wolf bust above with wolf, you know, next to his wolf, and then just scoot those down. I wouldn't have 6 1/3 in a row, but I would have a bust in the middle and, you know, a 1/4 in the middle down low. I think that would look really good. If I was to keep this wolf bust, I would need a large refund, like quite a refund. You know, I paid $16.20 with shipping. Shipping was $120, so $1,500 for the product, $120 for shipping, although I know shipping wasn't $120. I believe it was only $80. For me to keep this, I think I would need at least $800 refund. I think that's like the bare minimum for me to keep this, based off all the issues. Because I know for a fact, if I tried to list this for sale, I couldn't get more than $800 myself. You know, if I told someone all the damages and all that, and not only would I want $800, I would want my maker to give me additional quills I could glue in, an extra tooth, and some paint so I could paint those issues. And I'd probably just buy a new necklace to get a more accurate one. So there's a lot I have to do to make this, you know, and I wish this had glass eyes. Unfortunately, it doesn't. There's too much like glue on the eye or whatever it is. So there's just too many issues, and that's why I'm wanting to get rid of it. And, you know, I just think Cool Props would go better in the display. Overall, though, like when I look at it right here, I do really like it. There's no doubt I really like it. It's just when I'm sitting on my couch and I can see the tooth gaps and the scuff marks, the lack of quills, and all the issues I've mentioned, it really grinds my gears. Just think of Peter Griffin. You know, it really grinds my gears. That, you know. And I like statues to look good, both up close and from a distance, not just from a distance. That's another reason I've contemplated even just selling my raptor bust, because it doesn't look good up close. It's like this, where there's a lot of imperfections that I find when it's up close. It looks good 2 feet away. 2 feet away looks amazing, but when you're within 6 to 12 inches, there's a lot of imperfection. You're like, ugh. You know, I want a statue to look really good all, you know, viewing angles. You know, like this alien bust, it looks amazing here. And as I get closer, I actually think it looks even better. I was like, oh my gosh, that detail is impeccable. And I really wish this wolf bust was like that. It is in some areas, like some of the inner mouth vein work is really well done. The acid is done very well. But some of the other things I just can't, you know, look past. Anyways, folks, that is it for today's video. I do have 3 items arriving this Friday. We're getting the Prime 1 Shuriken hand, so we could display that there in the corner, finish off that fugitive bust display. We are getting Sauron's mace, which will go right there, and we're also getting F4 Vegito vs. Boo. It finally hit customs after 3 months. So let me know in the comments below which one you want to see on Friday, because I'll get all 3 via UPS at the same time, so I could post either one that day. UPS usually arrives around 11 a.m. Mountain for me, so you know, that's when the video will air that day, and it'll be one of those 3. But let me know which one you guys want to see first. Anyways, that is it. Like, comment, subscribe. Have a great day.